Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're watching us from. This is Christine. Today, I'm bringing for you the most sure, uh, really deal website where you can earn money, where you can get money for projects, where you can get money for maintenance without putting any money. I'm talking about a grant. I'm talking about the money that is given without being told that you should bring anything in return or you should do any processing phase. Almost 50% of the people that are adults really need a push, need a start over. However much creative you are, however much um, persuasive, however much you're goal oriented, most of the time we need something to push our goals. Today I'm bringing for you a website. It's called Awesome Foundation. This Awesome Foundation gives grants, gives money. When we talk about grants, we always tell you that grants can be given by individuals, grants can be given by people, and grants can be given by the government. But this grant, it is not alone at all. If you ever go somewhere, or if you're told that if you go for this grant, especially on this website that we give you, they ask you money, that is not what we talk about. As you know, Immaculate Show, we're into holding a hand, we're into telling you that you can use your smartphone, you can use the internet for you to get a living, for you to start chasing your dream, for you to make sure that you start income generating activities, or you make generational income. So I'm presenting for you Awesome Foundation. What I want you to do, I want you to go with me together. This video might be lengthy, but I want us to say how we can make money on Awesome Foundation. Awesome Foundation is found on all gadgets because it is a website. What I want you to do, I want you to head over to your browser, like the way we are going together. We are going to go together step by step. But before we go in details, I would love to say thank you to every Immaculate fan, the top fans of Immaculate on all social media platforms that have helped us to push this can I call it, this movement of making sure that we fight poverty out of our minds, because it starts all away from our minds. Thank you very much. And for everybody that comes in, turns in every day, every night, every hour, you are so awesome. And special thanks to individuals who listen and at the same time they put it in practice. Thank you very much. If you have any idea, if you have any suggestion, and also if you have something that is in your mind you want us to talk about, as long as it is about how to make money without any investment, as far as finance is concerned, please drop it in the comment section. I want you to head over to your browser. I use, my favorite is always Chrome. So head over to your browser with your gadget. Do you have a PC? Do you have as long as it is a smartphone? Right there, Awesome Foundation. A search interface that you can see on our screen is going to come. So click on Awesome Foundation. What are we going to tackle today? We're going to look at what is this Awesome Foundation. We're going to look at how can you access any of their grants or any of that free money, because we say let's make money using our gadgets. So let's dive in and see. When you open the website, it will look like that, the way you see on our screen. This is the first interface. So you are ready and you know the yes, I'm in the right platform. That is Awesome Foundation. So Awesome, on the first interface, you're going to see home, about us. I know you're there. You need to know something about Awesome Foundation. What you need to know about Awesome Foundation, you need to know that it's a global community advancing the interest of Awesome in the universe. What does it do? It gives $1,000 every month at a time. You know that. I want you to analyze that. So what does this mean? It means Awesome Foundation gives you $1,000 monthly. So what you need to know, you need to go there and start making this money. What do I want you to do before we head over? I want you to prepare one. I want you to prepare your project that you're doing, or the idea of the project that you have. I want you to prepare the proofs. For example, the photos of the project. If, for example, you're into like Immaculate Show, we are into giving out to the community, educating the community. If you have those photos that you have been doing, like what we have, you can see on the screen. We always do trainings, annual trainings, always reach out to the community. You need to prepare them. Then the third, you need to prepare how you're going to use this money. I'm just telling you before you start it off. Then also you need to prepare what is your project or what is your idea all about. So Awesome Foundation has a lot of strings attached. You can access it wherever you are, in whichever country you are. What do you want to know much about this Awesome Foundation? There are a lot of questions that most people have on how to make money. They have a lot of misconceptions. But let me first answer you on these ones. For your own information, there are a lot of things that you already, there are common things like where does the money come from? That is not your problem. The money comes from the chapters. If you go to Awesome Foundation, you'll find they have different chapters, and these different chapters do give grants depending on how you're going to say the application. Then I know most people also ask, am I going to repay it back? Is this an investment or a loan? No, it's not a loan at all. The chapters will provide you money without any strings attached. I know you're also thinking, how are you organized? The organization is very cool. Don't mind about it. It operates in chapters. If you want to know what a chapter is, please write it in the comment section. Then also, someone is asking, Christine, most of you always ask me, how can I apply? Who can apply? Yes, you're eligible, provided you know anyone is eligible for a grant. Individuals, your groups, your organizations, all of you are eligible for this $1,000 a month. So meaning you can have multiple of them, provided you have different projects out of it. If you can fill out application, this is how you can apply, as I will be showing you how do you apply. I know you also have most common question is like, will you support my project? The only way to find out for sure if a chapter will support your project is to go ahead and still make what make your application form. Then they say it does not take long still, while every chapter is different. Sometimes eh, sometimes others delay and others can hurry. Which chapter should I apply, or which project should I apply? We are going to see it from there. Can I apply for more than two projects? Yes, provided that the submitted application is different and the projects are different. Most people say they have not answered me back. They always answer you back. Most chapters meet monthly, so you expect it like a monthly basis. How can I get involved? For you to get involved, one, you can go, now that we're going to go to application form, you can get involved from there. Two, you can also write them their email, the email that is attached on the website. I always encourage you people, always go and be in deep this. Not every person is supposed to listen to Christine, then you start from there. If I'm you, the moment I will listen to this video, I go ahead, I do what? I also peruse through myself on my own and start application. So let's go direct and see how do we apply, because I know this is where the real deal is. How can I apply for this project? This on the screen you can see the application form. I'm putting it there. So for you, if you want to do this, they are very simple and it will not take a long time. One, you need to select the chapter, as you can see on top there. Select just chapter to apply for. There are some individuals that you don't know which chapter. Chapter is like the section where you are. Like if you go to this drop box, it will help you, like there is any meaning you can do application, then they choose where exactly you fall. Then there's select a chapter. Worldwide, there's conservative and climate, disability, on the water jack. All these are different chapters. So what I do, I always encourage people here, just put any such that they should, because some of us, we have just started with these grants, we don't know how they operate. So you rather put any, then they select which one exactly where should they put you. Then you go directly. They say you need to know this before you apply. Thanks for applying for a grant from Awesome Foundation Sydney. There ain't rules, but we prefer to fund projects that make one sure they make sure that they're awesome. When they talk about awesome, they are wow. They 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 are based on the community. They give back to the community. They impact the community. Two, they should include detailed in itemized budget. I always tell you, how do you make a project plan? To make a project plan is very simple, and now that our modern era has simplified it, you can learn whether you went to school. As long as you have a smartphone, you can learn how to make Third thing you need to know more about this, provided you have a tipping point of 1,000 and our grant is what's needed to make it happen. That is, what do they mean by tipping point? What are you going to use this $1,000? I told you before when we were starting the video that you need to prepare some. These are the highlights you need, because you're not going to say, I want a project, I want a loan, I want a grant. There should be a reason for how you're going to. So the itemized ones and the tipping point, for example, if you want this 1,000 for Immaculate Show, why do I want it? One, I want to reach more people, especially for physical meetings. Physical meetings, how many people do you want to reach? I want to reach maybe 1,000 ladies, 2,000 men. And I also want to make sure that I travel, I hold meetings in different countries. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what they mean by tipping point. Then makes it more awesome. There are no rules, by the way. That's what is needed. That's all. So, what do you really need to do? Go put in your name. You need to know your name, your email, your phone book, as you can see on the screen. Then you need project title. I'm very sure that you know your project title. We know the project title. We have different projects. So which project do you want? Put it there. Then you put project website. That is if you have. There are some people who have projects but they don't have project titles, especially people who have just started. But the errors come to the extent that any person now you can get a website. Just go on your internet with that smartphone. You can start having a project, a website which is paid or even which is not paid. They tell us about your awesome project. This is what I told you from the beginning. These are the things that you need to station yourself with your awesome project. It is called awesome project because the foundation is awesome and they want to fund that project that you have. There's one time when I was talking with my friend, you find people have projects but they don't have what to invest in. Someone yesterday was telling me about that we have to go for it. We have to think out of the box. I was like, you can think out of the box, but if you don't have someone to hold you, now we have this awesome foundation to hold us. Then after talking about, tell us about awesome project. When you're talking about awesome project, you have key points to put. It's not going to say that, I want to start rearing cows, this and this. You have to get those strong points. Why should awesome foundation choose your project, not for Christy, not for Dennis, not for anybody, but they're choosing yours. So you need to make more stronger. How will you use this money? When you think about this, how will you use it? This is what I was telling you before. You need to have a project plan. If you have a project plan, a project plan will involve a lot of things. What are the stuffs involved? What do you want to do? How many months are you going to use this money? There should be a timeline for your project. And what are the anticipated results do you feel you're going to have? Hope you get me. Then how tell us a little about yourself. Now about tell us about, the first question was tell us about your awesome project. But now tell us about yourself. As Christine, who am I? Why? Where did I go to school? Did I go to school? And which position do I hold as the position I hold in this project? Am I the managing director on this project? Or leave alone being a founder. You can be a founder, but you are not part of it. So you need to know those key striking points for you to put there. Let's see another one. The last but not least, upload images of your project. This shows you either you should be having, mostly they are looking for the projects that are already in existence. Because if you just have an idea, it means you don't have proof, you don't have photos, you don't have you don't have the activities that were taking place before. That's why sometimes, now I'll bring it. Sometimes people, they have the images in their mind, but they always go ahead and put them on the paper. How did you hear about us? If you heard about this, how did you hear about us? You know how you will hear about, if you've heard it from Immaculate Show. Describe it as, I heard it from Immaculate Show. This is a channel that talks about this and this on YouTube, or someone, a friend told you about it. How will your idea make the city uh, of Sydney more awesome? This city, how, in other words, what about your area? What do you think your project is going to contribute something to your community? And also, what is it going to give what is it going to, the reputation towards Awesome project? How is it going to be? How would you like to join our mailing list? Why do you need to join our mailing? If you want, you put yes. If you put yes, it means any mail that you're going to get, they will be sending for you. Would you like to apply? Go ahead and hit on application form. When you hit on application form, wait for them. They always sit like that. We talked in the beginning. They sit monthly, some of them sit on occasion. They are going to contact you. The rest will be used between them and you. So what are we talking about? We are talking about Sydney. We are talking about Awesome project. Awesome Foundation has different. I'm now recapping. They have different. We call different projects and different chapters. What you need to know, you need to know which project do you want to go for. If you click there, you'll see that I've been in different projects, so you can go and be part of them. Is it in health? Is it in is it in community? There are many projects, you people. So go there, try your luck and see if you can get this. And don't forget this. This is disclaimer. It's not a must that you and me are going to get it. It depends on that awesome. So if your idea is not that awesome, then you might not get it. But don't fail to try again. However, most of us, we always fear to try. This is free. Why not start it? Why not go and fill the form? Why not go and fill the application and do it? I finished mine. Let's meet in another video. Thank you. Don't forget to give us a like. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to watch our other videos on how to make money while seated at the comfort of your home using your smartphone.